You've seen animals that feel impossible, but nature still has more secrets to reveal. Here are 10 more animals that shouldn't exist, but do. Number 10, the axolotl's cousin, the olm. In the dark caves of Central Europe lives a mysterious creature. Sometimes called the human fish or the little devil, it is a type of salamander known as the olm. They have very poor eyesight, so they navigate their world by sensing vibrations, chemicals, and changes in water pressure. The olms spend most of their time hiding in crevices and can stay still for hours, days, or even weeks. How do they hunt without sight? The answer lies in their sensitive skin. When an insect swims by, its tiny feet trigger the neuromasts on the salamander's heads, leading them to capture their prey with their large, sticky tongues. Not only can they go without sight, but the ambystoma can live over 100 years in complete darkness. To be fair, that's a pretty cushy cave gig. No. 9. The barrel-eye fish. This fish has a transparent head. Imagine being able to see all the inner workings of a living animal, its beating heart and flashing eyes. That's exactly what you can see when you look at the barrel-eye fish. Scientists call it the saki, or spookfish, but it's better known as the fish with the upside-down eyes. These bulging green orbs sit inside the fish's skull, which is clear and translucent. They can spin around in any direction, watching the shapes above them while keeping their bodies hidden below. But how does this work? Well, the secret lies in the shape of its head. It's flexible and balloon-like, allowing those eyes to move freely. While the rest of the fish remains dark, those luminous eyes glow green, making them easier to see. And yes, you can eat these fish. They're delicious. Number 8, the yeti crab. The yeti crab was discovered near volcanic vents at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. Why is it called a yeti crab? Well, because its furry-looking arms resemble a hairy monster from the Himalayas. But these crabs don't have hair. Instead, they have thousands of tiny spines. These make their arms look furry, but also help them survive in the crushing pressures and poisonous waters of the deep sea. In fact, those spines are coated in bacteria. And here's where things get interesting. The bacteria remove toxic hydrogen sulfide from the water, making it possible for the crabs to live in areas that would kill most other animals. The bacteria also form a protective mucus that shields the crabs from extreme temperatures, allowing them to thrive in waters as hot as 86 degrees Celsius. No. 7. The giant isopod. Remember those little bugs that used to fall from the ceiling when you were younger? They're called pill bugs or roly-polies. But if you thought they were gross, just wait until you hear about their gigantic cousins. Giant isopods live deep in the Atlantic Ocean, where they feed on dead whales and fish. They can grow to be half a meter long and look like something straight out of a horror movie. But here's the weirdest part. They can survive in freezing darkness without food for months. Giant isopods are so bizarre that scientists have nicknamed them the monsters of the deep. Number 6, the glowing firefly squid. The firefly squid is a small creature that lives off the coast of Japan. It's nicknamed the firefly squid because its skin glows with a beautiful blue light. But why do they do this? Well, each squid has more than 2,000 blue bioluminescent organs. These glow at night and function like tiny lanterns. Scientists believe the lights help the squid communicate with each other and attract prey. In fact, when millions of firefly squid gather in the shallows, they can turn entire bays blue. It's quite a sight to see. Number 5, the pink fairy armadillo. The pink fairy armadillo is one of the rarest animals in the world. In fact, it was only discovered in 1999, and there are fewer than 2,000 of them left today. They live in Brazil, where they dig burrows and look for ants and termites to eat. These adorable creatures are smaller than a soccer ball and weigh less than a pound. Their bright pink shell is one of the prettiest things you'll ever see. But don't be fooled by its size. The fairy armadillo is a fierce hunter. It can find and destroy an anthill in less than 3 minutes. Number 4, the zombie worm. The zombie worm is a horrifying creature that's been found on whale carcasses. But if you think zombies are just a figment of our imagination, then you might want to take a closer look at this beast. This parasite has no mouth or stomach, so it attaches itself to bones and slowly drills inside. Then it uses special cells to break down the whale's blubber and absorb nutrients. They literally feast on dead things. In fact, zombie worms are so strange that scientists had to study them for 10 years before they could figure out how they reproduce. They prefer the fattiest parts of a whale carcass and can only survive in the cold waters near Antarctica. Number 3. The sea pig. The sea pig isn't just a cute little pig swimming in the ocean. It's a bizarre, blob-like creature that lives thousands of meters deep. Scientists say it's related to sea cucumbers, but that doesn't explain why it looks like a giant slug. The animal crawls along the ocean floor using tiny legs that are almost impossible to see. It feeds on mud and uses its strong, flexible mouth to suck up particles of food. If you thought pigs were gross, just wait until you see this thing. No. 2. The saiga antelope. The saiga antelope is a strange creature that lives in the deserts of Central Asia. There are fewer than 1,000 left in the wild today, so it's one of the rarest mammals in the world. But its most striking feature is definitely its nose. It hangs down like a water balloon and looks like something from another planet. This odd appendage helps the animal filter dust and cool its blood. That's important because the saiga can overheat very quickly. Living in the desert, it's vital to keep its body temperature down, so it uses its big, drooping nose to stay alive. Number 1. The glass octopus. The glass octopus is a rare animal that lives in the deep sea. What makes it so special? Well, its body is almost completely transparent, revealing its insides to anyone who takes a closer look. You can see its heart beating, its digestive tract, and even its eyes. Despite being mostly clear, its eyes stand out like bright red marbles. They look like glowing embers floating in a dark sea. If you ever spot one of these creatures, consider yourself lucky. Nature continues to amaze us with creatures that seem straight out of a fantasy world. But don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Now you need to see 10 amazing animals that shouldn't exist, but do.